So I just got off work and thinking about how you basically got two options. You either gonna be dealing with a service or selling the product. Now, for me, services are easier because you can use any skill you ever learned and try to sell it. Product is hard because a lot of times you compete with Amazon, you compete with the whole globe. You gotta invest in inventory. You gotta think about shipping. You gotta have a location. You gotta worry about stuff like losses, damage, spoiling, depending on the product. But if you already have a product that's in demand or a winning product, well, that's great. You the exception, you the outlier. But for most people, I think services is the way to go, particularly something you're already good at, something you already know about, whether it be a business service, which I prefer, or if you're gonna deal with the general public, you can do content too. If you're knowledgeable, you got a personality, you're consistent. That's really all you would need. And there's different channels of getting the word out. Like I said, content. There's ads. There's cold email. There's SEO. Um, those are the ones I focus on. I don't really like talking too much about social media without ads because the reach is limited unless your content is really good or you have a high following count. But if you have a good offer, right? Well, that takes care of a lot of those things because your content will stand out. So, just something to keep in mind if you're having a hard time, you're looking for a job, but you're skilled, or you have a talent that could possibly potentially be monetized. Those are the places you want to look. And really, what you want to have at some point is data, search volume, competitive intelligence. You need a lot of information sometimes to understand where you fit in and where your biggest opportunities are. So I just made a tracker that basically is the poor man's Google Analytics. It takes all your conversion activity, that's email clicks, phone clicks, form submissions, and as well as any UTM parameters from ads you may be running, your Facebook or Google type parameters. Throws all that into a Google Sheet for you. You could then take it, create graphs, create a dashboard, whatever you need. But I think now is the era of everybody becoming more entrepreneurial, more resourceful, and going out there after opportunities instead of sitting back and waiting for these companies and these jobs to come give you offers that give you deals, give you salary that may not exist in this economy anymore. You may need to adapt. There's a book called Who Moved My Cheese, and I think it's important to always keep an adaptable mindset when you see your environments changing, opportunities changing, old resources no longer there. We're not living in our parents' times, right? You can't do what the boomers did and go shake a hand and da 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 da. You got to try new things, new routes. You can't stay on LinkedIn all day, clicking apply 1,000 times and think that's going to cut it. Doing something that doesn't work 1,000 times still won't work. You got to be adaptable, got to be resourceful, and you got to look where other people aren't looking, try things other people aren't trying, and zig where others zag, right? You need to be moving where the puck is going to be, not where it's at, okay? So that's my advice for anybody struggling right now. I know a lot of jobs are being lost, but y'all are still very, intelligent people, a lot of you. Some of you also very driven, but you have to get out of your comfort zone and start seeking opportunities, seeking gigs, seeking self-employment opportunities. Any kind of service you can offer another person, you can sell it. And, $100 is better than no dollars. And of course, it's something you can grow and scale. That's what I did. I started off tutoring and I gradually raised my prices. And it's always better if you have multiple income streams. You have a service, you have a job, you have a gig, you have things you sell, whatever it is. When you're at the starting level, unless you're able to rapidly increase your prices or gain more clients, you really want some stability and options so that any shock in one area doesn't completely destroy your cash flow. So good luck, y'all. Hope everything works out. Hope this gave you some ideas, and go get it.